Risky Play in the Early Years, Session 1.
By the end of Session 1, you will have engaged in 3 aspects of risky play within an early years setting. Risky play in an early years setting, the role of the adult, and reflective practitioner.
Over the 4 sessions, we're going to review and reflect while unpacking risky play in an early years setting. Managing risks is a key life skill, and from an early age, it helps us understand our own abilities and use critical thinking for how to use within play. Your role as the adult is to find the right balance, where our focus is to support children to enjoy all the benefits of risky play in the early years without any serious injuries. Research shows that not only does risky play increase physical and motor skills, but also a child's own limits and how to deal with risk in the future. Success and failure provide children with the motivation to try again within a problem-solving mindset. Risky play gives children the opportunity to extend their limits and learn life skills, never underestimating the learning through language, communication, and interaction. So we're going to pause your device, and as a practitioner, we would like you to reflect, note down the challenges and barriers to risky play within the following. 1, as a practitioner, 2, as a setting, and 3, as part of a team. Before we move on, now thinking within risk, whether as a child or within your practitioner role, the questions noted on the slides. Make notes as before for reflection. So, what is the expectation of a practitioner in an early years setting to support and scaffold risky play? This requires confidence, sensitivity, and knowledge of children's play. Knowledge of the individual child, but also requires a framework of support to help adults develop the confidence to open up possibilities for risk and challenge. Changing your mindset, it can be difficult to resist the urge to help a child when they're struggling, but by interfering, you're stopping a potentially valuable learning experience. Falling, failing, hurting yourself a little are all a process of managing your body and understanding risk. Your role is getting your intervention right as a practitioner to getting risky play in the early years right. As a practitioner, ask questions to encourage children to think critically. We all know the power of open-ended questions in the early years, but nowhere are they more important than in risky play. Your language is very important. You don't want to say no unless it's really life-threatening, and you need to be careful not to pass over your fears in the way you speak. Is it too high? And come down from there are sentences that need to be unpacked as an individual team. Consistent language is crucial. Instead, you can use language that encourages children to more carefully consider what they are doing. Try questions like, where should your foot go next? Do you feel safe? Does that feel wobbly? Show me how you can be careful. One of the most important things to remember when it comes to risky play in the early years is to trust the children. They may be motivated to explore their boundaries, but they also know their capacity, often a lot better than us. They know what they're ready for. Considering asking the child or the group of children to talk you through their decisions to make sure they really are thinking about their own next steps. If you want to encourage more risky play, instructions are not the way. Try prompts instead, like leaving a plank over some tyres or placing certain things out of reach with nearby resources that they can use to stand on. Ensure that you have an environment you can support and scaffold together. Early Years Advisor, Professor and author Julie Fisher, Interacting or Interfering, Who Leads the Learning? Here she focuses on the importance of adult-child interactions in the early years to provoke deep reflection essential to high quality interactions to support children's thinking, creativity and playfulness. Highlighting the importance of how to respond to interact with children is crucial to determine who is leading the learning. This within the role of the adult is determined by whether you are aiming to meet your own objectives for the child or you are supporting the child to meet their own objectives. Is your focus the process or the product? What is the purpose of the play? When practitioners interfere in the play vision children have for their own learning, the practitioner then risks the child not using their own initiative and the purpose of the child-led learning to follow their own interests is lost within what the practitioner needs the outcome to be. Julie Fisher, a Froebelian, draws on theorists, supporting a pedagogy approach to risky play. Children learn when actively engaged with experiences and not having things happen around or done to them. Children bring what they know from their experiences and interactions. As a practitioner and being part of a team, it is important to have a shared vision when supporting risky play. Mixed messages cause confusion and limits the play for the individual child. Think of a time when you have been given two different instructions for the same task. How did you feel? How did you react? This is the same for children. Self-evaluation, team discussions are all valuable when getting risky play introduced and implemented. It is better for the children and the team if practitioners can develop a shared understanding and build on what feels comfortable to begin the process. Revisit as many times as required to ensure consistent messages and positive mindsets are embedded into your setting. Just ensure that all team members are comfortable and confident where your setting will start within a risky play approach.
Encouraging risky play in early learning and childcare settings is essential for fostering children's physical, emotional, and cognitive development. It allows children to test boundaries, build resilience, and enhance problem solving skills. For practitioners, it is crucial to have a shared understanding of the benefits of risky play, alongside the ability to assess and manage risks appropriately by modelling confidence, providing calm and supportive scaffolding, and fostering open communication with parents, carers, and practitioners can create a safe, empowering environment for children to explore and take risks. Regular reflection on these experiences helps refine practice and ensure children's safety while promoting growth through play.